All right. Good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. I hope everybody's feeling good this morning. Give me a replay, gang. If you're checking out the replay, my name is Haziq Ali, and we're going to get this party started in just a couple of seconds. Check it out. If you have not joined the newsletter yet, then this is a good time to do it. Every Friday at 3:30 p.m., we release the best newsletter entrepreneurs could ever get in their inbox because it's split up into exactly what you need. We believe that every entrepreneur on the planet needs to be constantly working on improving their mindset, which is how they perceive everything. If you were putting it in the six faculties of the mind, that would be perception. What is your mindset? What direction are you headed? Is your philosophy the kind of philosophy that will get you to your wildest dreams? So that's mindset. And so every week in the newsletter, we give you a small shift, a small perception shift, something that you can read for 30 seconds that'll change everything. The second thing is heart set. We believe that there's a science of achievement and there's an art of fulfillment. So, what we do in the heart set section is we always share with you some of these incredible insights from people throughout history. We'll give you a quote, we'll give you the person the quote came from, and then we'll give you the source that we got the quote from in case you want to dig even deeper. So, that's the heart set section. And then there's the skill set because mindset and heart set might be 80% of it, but who wants to get 80% across a lake? The other 20% is really important too. So what we do is we give you skill set. You're always going to get Haziq's technique of the week. That comes every single Friday: mindset, heart set, and skill set. And then we give you a training that was like really, really highly rated that everybody loved. We'll throw one of those in the newsletter. It's a really power packed newsletter. So make sure you go to millionaireminded.com and get that thing for free. Let's get this party started. Share this on somebody's timeline. What's up, Yuli? Good morning. Good morning. Brooklyn, New York is in the house. That means that's probably my man Sean Shields right there. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. What up, Ralph? Good morning, Yahura. Let's go. Share this on somebody's timeline. We about to get started in a couple seconds. We about to get started in a couple minutes. I'll be right back, y'all. Let's go. All right, let's get it. My laptop is about to mess around and die. We can't have that. All right, I'm about to call in on this live line. Did all of y'all apply for this Black History Month grant? Did everybody apply for that? Like a free $5,000 for Black History Month. Did everybody get that? Did you apply for that, Carvel, with your coaching business? Let's go. Let's go. Ha ha ha. I knew it was you. Hey, when you are inside a Facebook group, Shiz, you got to make sure you click on that thing that gives them permission to show your name. That's what that be. Yeah, yeah. Good morning, millionaires. Let's get it. Let's get it. If you have not joined the Kaizen Academy yet, this would be a great time to do it. I don't know where all my entrepreneurs are or where you study, where you make sure you're growing constantly. But if you like the way we break things down, I want to invite you to join the Kaizen Academy. Um, Also, make sure that you recognize that it's time for you to like, comment, share, subscribe to this thing. I'm about to call in on this live line so we can get this party started. But make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. We want to know what kind of business you have. We want to know how you help people, right? What do you do to serve the planet? Like, how is your business making life better for people? Because at the end of the day, entrepreneurs are problem solvers. Ain't that a fact? Entrepreneurs are the ones that see a problem, and instead of complaining about it, we do something to change about it, right? Instead of whining about it, we win about it. We're the entrepreneurs, right? So, what kind of business do you have, and how do you help people? We want to see it. We want to see it. What kind of business do you have, and how do you help the world with it? Okay, Alan, you applied for that thing. Good, Carvel. I'm glad to see that. Chanel, did you apply for that Black History Month grant inside the last newsletter? Inside the last two newsletters, actually. Good morning, Ralph. What's up, bro? Let's get it. Let's get it. Good, LaRon. I'm glad. I'm real glad to hear that. Y'all went in on that thing. It comes in the newsletters, man. It came in the newsletters, Ralph. So if you go to millionaireminded.com, you can join our entrepreneur mindset newsletter. We call it entrepreneurship. Everybody do that right now while I call in on the live line. Let's get it.
You have something special. You have greatness in you. Hello, this is Les Brown, and you're in the right place at the right time.
Facts.
Because we're going to bring the millionaire out of you. Just hold on.
Let's go. Let's go. Everybody ready? Make sure you share this with somebody. Let them know we're in the house.
Please announce yourself. All participants are muted. Entry and exit tones are off.
Yeah, I also want to make sure that everybody knows that every single Wednesday we do Obsessed with Success. So you probably already knew that if you are a member of our text message system, Dear Millionaire. Dear Millionaire is cool because what it does is it sends you quotes you can post on social media. Dear Millionaire is cool because we send you videos during lunchtime. So you got something progressive to watch that'll help lead you closer to the promised land, right? And Dear Millionaire is also cool because it will let you know what class is coming up next. But last night we did Obsessed with Success, and it was all about 5 ways to master time management. It was 7 self-improvement questions you should ask yourself every day. And then we went over 5 principles of incredible leadership. Some of y'all are like, I should have been there. Let me see that in the comments. I should have been there. I should have been there. I should have been there. Yeah, you should have been there. Exactly. But that's every Wednesday at 5:15 p.m. Right? All right, y'all. So good morning, man. I wanted to kick it with you because a lot of us want success. We all want to be bigger than we are, et cetera, so forth. But this ain't no easy road. Life ain't no crystal stair. You know what I'm talking about, Jennifer? Am I right, Deshaun? Yeah. Somebody say, I should have been there. I should have been there. That's exactly right. Yeah, good morning, Kimberly. So if you're going to walk this journey to success, you're going to notice it's already full of challenges and obstacles. Anybody who's managed to accomplish anything great, they would tell you that they had to ignore countless, I'm talking about innumerable, I'm talking about a plethora of these ignorant comments. They'd be like, that's some of the external stuff. But then there's a bunch of internal crap. And had they listened to any of that, they'd have jeopardized the whole dream. Y'all hear me? They'd have jeopardized the whole dream. Everything that they did, all the little decisions they made the biggest differences. They'd have just sat back and let inertia take over. They'd have just let the couch swallow them whole. Check it out, millionaires. One of the things you're going to discover on this journey towards making anything happen is just how easy it is to lose focus and get derailed if you take your eyes off the prize. If we're going to make it to the finish line, y'all, then what we've got to do is some of these things that I'm about to share with you that are all involved in mindset. I just now went through it this morning where I started talking to you about mindset versus skill set versus heart set, how we break down life in every newsletter every Friday. Well, this one is pure mindset. You know what I'm saying, Danielle? Share this thing. This is pure mindset. You feel me, Crystal? Share this. Get this out to somebody, Daryl. Let them know we in the house, bro. This is pure mindset. If we're going to make our way to the finish line as it relates to our goals and our dreams, here are 7 things that we probably want to get into. Y'all ready? Here's the first one. You ready? Here's the first one. Stop comparing ourselves to others. Somebody typed that in, so I'm sure you got it. Stop comparing ourselves to others. I know we're in a social media world. I understand that the minute you click on that app that says Instagram or that app that says Facebook, you're seeing everybody's highlight reel. Nobody's putting on the Instagram how, you know what I mean, how horrible they're eating, right? And how they're just stuffing their face with junk. Nobody's putting on Instagram this insane argument they just now had with their husband or their wife. Well, sometimes they do, but we don't want to see it. Well, sometimes we want to see it, but we shouldn't be able to see it, you know? And I'm talking to y'all. I don't pay attention to that stuff, but y'all get what I mean. Check it out. Stop comparing yourself. Somebody write this in the comments. Comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison is the thief of joy. One of the most detrimental things we can ever do if we try and keep from jeopardizing our success is to compare ourselves with others, comparing your behind the scenes point of view to their highlight film point of view. What a ridiculous comparison. You've got to direct all your attention to the prize. You've got to embrace the fact we all on separate journeys. You got to embrace the fact that even if we read in the same book, how could we just be on the same chapter every time? Maybe I'm reading one sentence at a time and you're reading one page at a time. You get what I mean? Maybe I had an hour to read and you had a day to read. You know what I mean? Just because we're reading the same book, that does not necessarily mean that we're on the same exact page. We all have different strengths. We all have different limitations. We all have different pursuits that we want to go after. We all have different strengths. We all have different gifts, talents, skills, abilities. We all have different values, attitudes, lifestyles. We all have different problems. We all have different needs. Y'all get what I'm saying? That's what makes us unique. So when you get to comparing yourself to other people, when you're wasting time comparing yourself to others, being envious of what they got going on or what you think they have going on, you're wasting energy. You're ignoring sacrifices they had to make to get there, and you're wasting energy. Millionaires, I'm going to tell you something. If you're going to compare process, not results. Can somebody type that in the comments? If you're going to compare, right? Because I prefer you didn't compare at all. But what I'm talking about is when you compare results. If you want to compare anything, compare process. Look at the person that's winning and say to yourself, well, what are they doing differently from what I'm doing? How are they marketing differently from how I'm marketing? How are they presenting themselves differently from how I'm presenting myself? Y'all get what I mean? What are they doing with their spare time to get better that I'm not doing with my spare time to get better? Compare the process, not the results. Somebody with me? Somebody with me? Compare process, not results. Appreciate that, Kiwi, because I don't think anybody else caught it. That's a jewel. That's a jewel right there. Here's the second one I got for you. Don't focus on what the competition is doing, right? We shouldn't be trying to gauge our progress against theirs. We should be directing our focus towards our own vision. We should be our own competition. We should be setting bigger and bigger goals, bigger and bigger benchmarks for ourselves. Every time we check the last goal off the list, the next goal should be a little bit bigger. I know we live in a dog eat dog world. You get to reading stuff like 48 Laws of Power and you be like, woo, right? Everybody's trying to protect their turf, right? Everybody believes they got to step on other people to get ahead. Check it out. Here's what the world class understand. Here's what the millionaire minded get it. The universe is limitless. There's enough for everybody. Matter of fact, there's more than enough for everybody. You hear what I mean? So instead of focusing on what the competition is doing, we're focusing on the things we can do to set ourselves apart. We're not here to be a commodity. So there's no need for us to compare ourselves to them. We don't want to be just like them because we don't want to be a commodity. As a business owner, it's important for you to recognize. I was just talking to one of my mentees yesterday, right? And I broke it down for him that if I'm choosing your services strictly based on price, you're a commodity. You're a commodity. Millionaire. What you want to do is create such a unique value proposition that they feel like they can't get what you do anywhere else. So stop focusing on what they're doing, especially if your goal is to be just like them. Millionaires, you shouldn't want to be just like anybody else. But what's going to happen is they're going to choose you based on price. That's what's happening with car sales. Some of y'all got y'all tax refund and y'all are looking to purchase a new something to get you from here to there. Let me tell you something. Car salesmen are now a commodity. You're not going to that car lot because you like that car lot. You're searching for the car and then who's got it the cheapest. It's a commodity. Don't let your business be a commodity. You hear what I'm saying to you? Here's the third thing I got for you. Be a doer, not a talker. Be a doer, not a talker. Make more moves, make less announcements. My man E1 know what I'm talking about. Make more moves, make less announcements. That's a line from this rapper named Fabulous. And what we're saying is actions speak louder than words. We need to learn how to do more and talk less. If we want people to take us and our goals seriously, we got to demonstrate through our actions that we take our goals and our dreams seriously. You get what I mean? And it ain't going to help us if we can't translate our words into actions. I want you to think about that. You keep on talking about your dream, and what you end up doing is giving yourself a bunch of dopamine hits that trick your brain into thinking you did something. You talk about it to this person and you get excited. You talk about it to this person and you get even more excited. And you know what you're doing? You're robbing yourself of the energy that you should be putting into moving your feet. You get what I mean? Millionaires, make sure that you're putting more energy into the action than just the rapping about it. All right, here's the fourth one. Since we're talking about letting something speak, let the results speak for themselves. Let the results speak for themselves. That's number 4. People recognize quality, y'all. People recognize quality products. They recognize quality services. They recognize quality work ethic. When we see it, we know it. We know it immediately. So why am I sharing that with you? You're like, yeah, I know that already. Why am I sharing that with you? Because do you know people are judging your business? People are judging your branding. People are judging you the exact same way. We can demonstrate to others, or we can talk about it. We can tell others what we can do for them. We can talk about the kind of value that we'll add. Ooh, if you buy from me, I'm going to help you. Boy, I'm going to help you more than anybody's ever helped anybody in the history of helping. And we like, why? Because that's not the world we're living in today. That's 30 years ago. That's 40 years ago. You would listen to the salesman and hope they were keeping it real with you. Check out what you got to do today. You got to serve before you deserve. You got to serve before you deserve. Instead of talking to them about the kind of value we can add, we just got to go ahead and add value. You get what I'm saying? We have to go ahead and set their expectations based on what they're already getting from us. We got to let them see the kind of value we can add to their lives, right? Instead of trying to convince them through our words. Am I making sense? Here's the 5th one that I think a lot of people miss. Here's the 5th one that I want you to wrap into your mindset. Stop oversharing your aspirations. Stop oversharing your aspirations. Like we already said, don't make more moves, make less announcements, right? But here's what I'm saying. What you're going to discover is that when you start to share your aspirations with the wrong people, people are going to start hating on you. They're going to start trying to shrink your dreams. Everybody ain't going to be on board, y'all. Everybody ain't going to support you. And reasons for their lack of support range in a lot of different directions. Maybe they don't understand your vision. Maybe they don't really believe you can do it. Maybe they don't believe they can do it. And so they're projecting their fear onto you. Maybe they want to protect you from the heartbreak that they feel like is along that journey right there. They could have a million different reasons. Some could be positive. Some could be progressive and constructive. Others could be insidious. Others could reek of sabotage. But what you got to do is exercise your discretion to figure out who you can share your aspirations with and who to keep in the dark. So that way you don't have to listen to mama projecting all of her negativity on you. You ain't got to listen to your bestie. Hopefully your bestie ain't like this. That's going to make for a rough life for you. But you got to gauge whether you can share this to them and open yourself up for their negative influences, their limiting beliefs. Sometimes we don't need that. Da Vinci said something wild, right? He was like, it has long since come to my attention that people of accomplishment rarely sit back and let things happen to them. People of accomplishment go out and happen to the things. Da Vinci said that. I just thought I'd put that on you. Here's number 6, y'all. Who do you listen to? My man Earl Fanbro. Shouts out to my man Earl the Pearl. Pay attention to what and who you listen to. I don't know if you guys recognize it, but here in America, probably 1,000 books come out every day. You know, the reason Jeff Bezos started off selling books is because there were more SKU numbers for books than like any other product, right? He was never intended on being a bookstore. He just figured books had the most inventory, people looking for them. It's just a perfect place to start off an internet-based business. The reason I'm bringing that up to you is because all these books get written every year that have people's insights on, let's say, success, right? This person has his insights. This person has his insights. 10 laws of success, 15 ways to gain abundance, 12 this, 11 that, 8 this, 4 that, 3 this, 5 that, right? But do you recognize they've got a whole nother set of these books in Italy, a whole nother set of authors in Germany. There's a whole nother group of people that are trying to be the best they can be in Switzerland. Y'all see what I'm saying? And all over the world, people are putting this information out. Who do you listen to? Do you know that most of these books are written by people that don't know what the heck they're talking about? Do you recognize that even the billionaires that you read their book, they didn't write their book, they hired ghostwriters? And do you recognize that if you do one small thing wrong in the recipe, everything comes out wrong? Like if I put it down with this cake recipe and I say mix the eggs and put in the sugar and put in the chocolate and and I say, you know what, I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna break the eggs after I pull it out the oven. What happens is I don't come out with the same cake as you. And the reason I'm sharing that with you is a lot of the recipes that we're reading in these places that we go for information, because we ain't even going to the book from the guy from Switzerland or the book from the guy. We going to Instagram. These people ain't deep. These people ain't philosophers. These people ain't got credentials. They just got internet. Pay attention to who you listening to, because the people we listen to on a regular basis are indirectly and directly changing how we look at ourselves, how we perceive some of the choices that are available to us. You get what I mean? You got to pay a particular attention to your inner dialogue, the things we say about ourselves, how we talk to ourselves. That's going to start to impact how we view the world around us, how we view our potential to change our circumstances. We also need to be careful who we allow into our lives. We talked about this a little bit earlier, but what if you were surrounded by people who with intention only spoke positive about us? What if they only celebrated us? What if they only looked to empower us with their words and their support? Because we often become like the people we closely associate with. One of the fastest ways for you to change your life is for you to get into a community where your desired lifestyle is their normal behavior. I'm gonna leave that right there. Here's number 7, y'all. Stop indulging the critics. Stop indulging the critics. If you really want to grow your business, stop indulging the critics and the detractors. Now, do you want to listen to feedback? Absolutely. Do you want to ask for feedback? Well, you better. But on your journey to becoming world class, you better believe you're going to encounter all kinds of people. I got people that when I first started, in the world of home-based business, for instance, they were like, that's not going to work. Then after, I achieved success, they started saying, well, I don't need that much success. Money ain't everything. It's like you can't win with these people. You can't win. You get what I mean? All I'm saying to you, millionaire, is that if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. You hear me? You should be worried if what you're doing ain't worrying nobody. You hear what I'm saying? Because that probably means you ain't making as big an impact as you could. Millionaires, when them haters start talking they talk, that means you headed in the right direction. Plug your ears, refuse to give audience to people that are trying to undermine you constantly, or trying to discredit your abilities, or trying to dissuade you from following your path that you're being obedient to, that were given to you by your maker. You listening to the Most High, and instead you're going to listen to the one with the most hate. The devil is a liar, right? Millionaires, these are just some quick thoughts I had. I hope this was helpful to you. Which one was your favorite out of the 7? Yeah, P.O. They ain't made a statue to a critic yet, unless you're talking about Hayward Shepherd, and that's a story for another day. But millionaires, the journey to making things happen can sometimes get a little lonely. Don't allow anything to distract you and cause you to give up on your goals, give up on your dreams. Keep your eyes closed, keep your lips zipped, right? Keep your ears plugged, and keep your eyes and focus on your vision. Your sight is what you got with your eyes open. Vision is what you have with your eyes closed. You know what I'm saying? And if you need help with it, this is our Color Me Millionaire vision board coloring book. You know, some of y'all hear me talk about how I never even rode in a Bentley before I bought one. But I've been staring at a Bentley so long because it was on the cover of our vision board coloring book. Ain't that wild? And then my daughter pointed something out that I didn't even notice. She was like, and that looks like your neighborhood, Daddy. But when I put this together, I was just coming out of homelessness. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't trying to say this book is magic, but I am saying go to millionaireminded.com and order a few of them, because what if it is? You know what I mean? What if it is? All right. Love y'all. It's affirmation time. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, E1. What's up, Dr. Marilyn? Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, it's affirmation time, y'all. Call in right now. Call in right now. Let's get to it. Call in right now. We just now covered 7 mindset necessities for growing a business. 7 mindset necessities for growing a business. So make sure you go in the comments and tell us which one you like the best. Right now, it's affirmation time. You know, if you want to learn it fast, remember, join the Facebook group, which is Entrepreneurship. You know, get an accountability partner, which you can do in the Kaizen Academy. Subscribe, like, comment, share, subscribe to this thing. And then the T in fast is teach somebody else. Teach somebody else one thing you learn that's going to lock it into your mind a little bit easier. All right. Repeat after me, millionaires. Say it like you mean it. I am so